Hi, I'm Mike Coe. You can tweet me at Michael_Coe, and I will try to answer your questions or comments if I can. So let's take a look. Brian Chapman says, at Michael Coe, I sold the May 21 20.5 FUBO call a few weeks ago. Should I roll it out and up or let it expire, take the profit, and find something else? Thank you. Okay, great question, of course, because expiration is this coming Friday. And interestingly, this is a situation that some people may find themselves in. I'm assuming maybe you either sold this call against a long stock position or you were willing to get short the stock. But let's take a look at what happened, first of all, to those calls over time. So I'm just going to share my screen. I just happened to take a grab here of the price of those 20.5 strike calls over time. So presumably, as we can see here, they ticked up a little bit today because the stock was higher. These are actually now in the money. So it's the 20.5 strike call, and the stock actually closed at 21.42. So these are 92 cents in the money. And you can see that at the end of the day, they were trading for about $1.27. And presumably, had you sold them, you can see even recently those were trading over $3. Okay, so here's the thing when you face a situation like this. So when you have calls that are in the money like this and you do nothing and you simply allow them to expire, what's going to happen is you are going to be assigned. Maybe that's okay with you. Maybe you have an underlying stock position, you don't mind selling it at the strike price, and you're willing to be assigned. But generally, I don't recommend that. There's two reasons for this. Number one is there may be potential tax implications that happen if you have shares that you've carried for a long time. It might be better not to essentially force yourself to sell them by having those calls assigned against you. So I think it's almost always advisable in a situation like that, when the options are in the money, probably should look to close them out before expiration. As far as rolling them up and out, that would be the natural course if overwriting is your strategy against a long position in FUBO. So you would want to choose a relatively short-dated option. Probably don't go out much more than 45 days or so. So you're probably going to be looking at maybe the June expiration or one of the weeklies, and sell an upside call against your stock position. And that's the way I think that you should proceed. And that, I think, is the way that you're going to want to proceed generally when you find yourself in this situation. You've sold calls. Fortunately here, despite the fact that they're in the money, you've seen profits, but you probably don't want to simply allow them to expire and thus be assigned. I'm Mike Coe. I'm happy to try to answer your questions or comments. Tweet me at Michael_Coe, and I will try to get to them.